Alrighty, guys, we're going to break down my match with CJ Murdoch. It was a pleasure to go against him in the ADCC Atlanta Open. He's been on the scene for a while, and I was really looking forward to this match. Honestly, this is the one match I wanted throughout the entire division, and for some reason, I always end up getting these matches with top guys. But the strategy here is to keep outside leg positioning, and I want you all to keep that in mind as we go through this. Pedigo is known for their blast knee cuts. So you'll see here, he steps inside by force the feet on the outside. And I go De La Riva, which has a threat of a blast knee cut. My goal is always to off-balance behind them. That way they can't create a base. Now, the bolo wasn't really working from here, but it did sit him down. Again, my whole idea here is to play outside leg positioning so I don't get that blast knee cut. And also to win the grip exchange so I won't get put in front headlock. That's really what Pedigo is known for, is their Darces and blast knee cut. So you'll see here I'm really insistent on hand fighting to get into my outside guards. If there's one thing I would have to say, is that I wasn't really active. I wasn't really assertive with my game. I was kind of reactive here. You can see he steps back into the inside. I underhook to prevent that knee, his underhook, so he can't knee cut me. But again, here I'm playing a very reactive game. We're kind of feeling each other out. We're both kind of in that gentleman's agreement of where we're not going to go hard. We're going to see what we're working with, and then once points comes into play, then we're going to go. Albeit I was really trying to force leg entanglements, things like that, but he was really just having a feeling out process. So here he does another inside step. I use that to go into a K guard, trying to end the matrix to possibly take the back into legs. He spins out, it doesn't work. So if I had to give myself one good thing I did, I think every time he did engage, I won the exchange, right? I'm a very reactive fighter. And you see again here, he's going to step inside. Again, shooting my legs outside the hips. That way he can't knee cut me or get underneath my legs. And one thing he noticed there as a good competitor is that my feet went above his shoulders. So you'll see here he starts to dig under for an under the legs pass, which is actually my kryptonite. So I really start to fight this very hard. It's a great reaction on his part to understand that when my feet are up that high, it negates outside passes, but it does invite under the legs passing. And that's just what a high-level competitor does, is they make adjustments mid-match to see what's going to work, right? What's the game you're playing, and what are the reactions that you're not going to like? So again, we're kind of in this middle zone here. He's standing with his legs far apart to almost invite me to wrestle up, but I don't want to. I want to enter his legs, obviously. So I go K-guard again, throwing the leg over. He does a good job denying the leg entanglement. But that square stance that he's keeping, you'll notice it when we get out of this double pull situation. That square stance that he's keeping invites me to go inside position, almost like shin to shin or dummy sweep. And we'll note that for later, because that's actually how he ends up winning. He invites that inside space so he can do that blast knee cut. He invites that kind of like goading stance. That way, if I wrestle up, I get put in front headlock. It's a very good dilemma to play, one that leads to me being very reactive to his movements. But you'll see here he's kind of in like a null space to where I can't really make grips on his arms or his legs. And here we get a little bit more engagement. Again, he's not trying to move forward. He's just trying to see what am I going to throw at him. Right, I have butterfly guard here. He's trying to jump around my legs. It's hard to keep grips now because things are getting a little sweaty. Here in just a moment, I do get a nice far side arm drag. That's one of my main tools when it comes to guard retention. Here again, you see he really wants that underhook. And you see here the far side arm drag where I'm really trying to keep him controlled, right? I can pummel that right side lasso in, manage distance, and now from here, my goal is, again, to enter his legs or use it to get a normal plot or a triangle, but he's keeping his legs so far back. But it does negate movement side to side. That's why I really favor that arm drag grip's really good. And here, you'll see these next couple passing attempts. He starts really trying to go over-under on me. Really strong passing attempts, but I'm just framing without the gi. It's going to be hard for him to maintain that hip control. And again, feet on the outside. You can see if I pull, my feet are on the outside. If I'm on my back, I try to sit back up so that way he can't circle north-south. Let's take note of that. North-south and inside position, because that's exactly what loses the match for me here in just a moment, is I choose to take that inside position. Here you go back into the over-under pass. Doesn't really work. Trying to keep feet on the outside, sit back up, doesn't work. Okay, so here, he's goading me into that inside step. And I want you guys to watch. The moment my foot goes right here, he shoots that underhook and jumps right past my guard. Entering into north-south, head dips down. He gets that underhook on my hip. And when I tell y'all, this was the strongest underhook I've felt in my life. It felt like Zeus was on top of me. I could not move. And you see here, I'm really trying to kip my legs to the side. I'm really trying to keep my back off the mat to avoid points, which I end up pushing his head off. and avoiding points. But then we get into a dilemma here. Do I want to accept points, or do I want to attempt to go to turtle? Now, this is how you know someone's a high-level black belt. I want you to watch his top knee position. It stays in my hip. And I know my gym practice is enough for me to know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to do a short hook, right? So he's going to ride his knee on my hip. The moment I turtle, you're going to see his right leg insert as a hook, and that left knee is going to follow me as I go. So you see right foot goes in, his left knee's still following me, and he's able to take the back. I knew that was coming, but he put me in such a position where I didn't know where else to go. So now I'm on the back, and he does a very interesting thing here. You can't really see it because of the video, but the grip he takes a palm to palm, and his underhook side goes deep, almost like a Rutolo team, to where I can't hand fight or do my turning escape, which is one of my better escapes, right? So that left side underhook is really pinning me into this back mount position. And that was a really difficult grip for me. I've never really felt that before. It kind of threw me off. And so here, as I'm hand fighting, I'm keeping my elbows high to avoid the straight jacket. But then he takes that opportunity to throw in a thunder lock. First time I've ever been thunder locked in my life, and it sucked. This was a great match. I got to go against one of the best black belts, especially on the East Coast. This is my favorite part of the match, is being able to be buddy-buddy with the guy. This is what I liked about CJ, is he was willing to share his secrets with me, willing to share what he did that ended up beating me. Very respectful guy, awesome competitor, and it was honestly a pleasure sharing the match with him. This is why I love competing in jiu-jitsu. I like winning, but I also like it when I lose, and the guy is really nice to me afterwards and helps me get better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that breakdown. Let me know if you want to see further breakdowns or any technique clips. And, yep, have a good day. See you in the next one.